For Evenki people, reindeer is everything. We have a saying that no reindeer, no Evenki. The reindeer, they provide us food, transportation, at some point medicine, housing, and it may sound like a paradox, but they're also our best friends. So they are really spread across the country, and there are long distances between the Evenki communities. But nonetheless, we still communicate with each other, we meet each other quite often. Historically, Evenki, they are nomads. I am Evenki from Russia, and in Russia, Evenki people, they live in, I think, 10 different regions. Some of us decided to go to the cities, also for the economical opportunities, because there are more opportunities in bigger places, in urban areas. When you move to a city, to an urban area, you somehow lost the connection with the land where your ancestors lived. And what really helps for me personally, when I make my traditional handicrafts, it helps me to feel the connection with my grandparents, with my people, and to feel that I still capable of doing something traditional, even though I'm somewhere far, far away from home. Handicrafts is just a part of the whole culture, like a small part, but an important part. And also, I wanted to find another more artistic way of doing something traditional, and that's why I started to play this mouth harp. It's not a traditional Evenki instrument, but I know that many indigenous peoples, at least in my country, they like to play it. It sounds like something ancient, so maybe that's why I also like it. When I finished my bachelor, I finished my bachelor abroad, and then I came back and I started to be more engaged with other indigenous young people. And during my master, I heard from another indigenous young people about the fellowship in the UN, about the UN mechanisms of protections of the rights of indigenous peoples. And I applied, and somehow I was selected. And this was my first time when I saw indigenous peoples from Africa, Latin America, Asia, Pacific. I think it was quite a life-changing experience to see how other indigenous peoples live. And what was surprising for me, that even though we have different backgrounds, we were from different countries, different cities, had different way of life, but still we really understand each other without saying a word. When someone say like, yeah, our community have this problem, our generation doesn't want to learn our language, or when someone say, yeah, we have problems with protecting our lands, with protecting biodiversity in our area, or some other similar things, the others would immediately understand it and feel like that happens in our communities as well. So I felt really connected with other indigenous representatives, even though we look different, we are different, but we have really similar core. I had this opportunity to see how the UN system works from the inside. How do they support indigenous communities, and what can be done on an international level? There is no international instrument or document that would protect traditional knowledge or traditional cultural expressions of indigenous peoples. And WIPO is facilitating an international negotiation on such document or documents. Historically, the intellectual property system was not really designed to protect traditional knowledge and cultural expressions. So the Indigenous Fellowships, it actually provides a chance for indigenous peoples to have a voice inside the organization, because the Indigenous Fellow is a part of the team, and he or she works with the team and contribute to its works. The WIPO Indigenous Fellowship, it was really, for me, the moment when my dream became true.